every time I post something, it becomes an ad.
We were at I know you guys probably saw a Instagram post that went flourishing around. We literally had, I won't say trillions of dollars in the room that night. We had a powerful meeting. This is where I met this gentleman at. We hit it off perfectly. We stand for the same thing. This gentleman is a 2020 Canadian a mate that's running for president. This particular gentleman also worked closely with Les Brown personally. So without further ado, his bio is in the book. I can't do no more justice than this biography right here. So please put your hands together for Antonio Smith.
Yeah, we met at a Millionaire only meeting on the 19th floor of something, and it was $250 billion or something like that in the room, something like that. Whatever it was way up there. My job is to talk to you about Facebook marketing. I'm gonna poll my audience a little bit. Who spends $100 a month on Facebook ads? 10,000. $2. All right. So I know where to go then. Okay. So I'm going to give you a bunch of information, but I also have to tell you that I need to clear your slate real quick. It is not on purpose, but it is with intent. That if you're not using Facebook and Facebook ads, you have about a year and a half left before the big people come through and mess it all up. Okay? Who's familiar with vlogging? All right. So of course you are familiar with vlogging because she's in the right age group. Okay, she's familiar with vlogging. Blogs are when you write articles and you put them on the internet. Vlogging would be the video. First off, thank you for being a police officer. I heard you saying that.
Oh,
I heard you say you resigned, but thank you anyway for your service. We do appreciate you. Now, vlogging is something that you can put on ads. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this whole thing into a Q&A plus give you a presentation at the same time. So I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to give you some very practical tips. And then what I'm also going to do is let you ask me, just blurt out. If I say something, just cut me off. Ask a question. You got a question already?
I do.
That's what I'm talking about.
I say Facebook ads.
Yes.
You asked about Facebook ads. Then you followed up to say that in a year and a half before.
Absolutely. It's going to get messed up. That's why I was bringing up vlogging. Vlogs are when you video blogs, when you exactly your video advertising. Well, yeah, video advertising, but it's when you can chronicle your life. Well, Will Smith then came through and messed it up. Okay, if you don't know, of course everybody knows who Will Smith is. You can't compete with Will Smith. People like me will get famous and have everybody following our vlogs. Now, Will Smith is doing it better than anybody else on planet Earth. We can't compete. He's got a whole team of special effects. He is an actor himself. And besides, he's Will Smith. Mm-hmm. At some point, the big boys catch on and ruin everything. That's just the cycle of the world. For instance, the first television ad of all time, if you can actually YouTube this, you can Google or YouTube the top 100, the first 100 TV ads of all time, and they were all radio ads that someone held something up and then did narration over it. Because what was happening is they were trying to do what they knew in something new. Failure number one. That's what you should write down. When it's time for you to cross over into Facebook ads, as you're doing UDS, what you know, it doesn't work. Okay? There's zero opportunity for it to work. It can't work. It's just not going to work. Now, that doesn't mean you need to kill Moses so Joshua can cross. Okay? That's not what that means. You don't need to kill tradition. What you have to do is adopt the new methods and then put what you know on that. Okay? But what you know does not work. I'll give you an example. I'm a millennial. Now, actually, I'll give you a perfect example. How many of you have ever heard of me? Now, look at this. I spend $10,000 a month on Facebook ads alone. Okay? I reach 2.3 million people. Is it a week or a month?
Month.
A month. My largest platform is podcasts. I have 12 podcasts, most of them monetized. At this point, if I do not do a podcast, I lose $200 to $600, depends on who's advertising for me. If I don't do an episode, I'm going to lose at most $600. How would you like to live a life to where if you run your mouth, you get paid $600? That's pretty good, right? Per episode. I have thousands of, I'm in season 6 on some, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And each podcast has its own audience. I have one audience, that's one podcast called Overcoming Low Self-Esteem. Who do you think is over there? Right? And who do you think? I get a bunch of psychologists and a bunch of people like that want to advertise over there. My number one podcast is called Secret to Success, to where I interview billionaires, or I just follow my journey doing millionaire things, and I tell people how I made it and why I'm 38 and I ain't had a job since I was 29. That's all I do, and I give it away. The same way I'm about to give it away to you, I give it away. People follow that. Microsoft, Amazon, it doesn't matter, right? Everybody advertises on there. When I don't do an episode, I lose $600. Isn't that incentive to do an episode? Yeah. It makes sense. Well, I want you to think of it as I've created my own universe. When you hit me, write this down, on a podcast, you then get redirected to Facebook. When you get redirected to Facebook, you then get redirected to Medium. You probably don't know what that is. It's a blogging site. Medium then sends you to Instagram. Instagram then sends you to Twitter. Twitter then sends you to TikTok. I bet she know what TikTok is, right? Okay. I just gave my TikTok account to my 7-year-old. He took all my followers. So I started over, and I'm getting ready to dominate again and pass both my boys up. Okay, but that's a whole different story. That's just, I guess I'm salty about it, so I just had to put it out there just right there, right?
I'm not TikTok.
I have my own universe too. It's like DC Universe, Marvel Comics Universe. If any one of you go find Antonio T. Smith Jr., that's me, and you look me up, you would never not find me again. You would have to block me not to find me again. I have it set up that way. So let's go to some practical tips. Every time I post something, it becomes an ad. At any given 24-hour period, I'm running 40 to 50 ads at one time. Every time. 40 to 50 ads at one time. No matter what I'm doing, it's an ad. How are you doing this? I'll give it to you. Document, don't create. Now that's not coming from me. That's something that Gary Vee preaches a lot. But I will tell you, document, don't create. See that camera right there? This thingy right here will eventually be, the audio will be stripped. It would be on the Secret to Success podcast. Then 1 minute of it will be stripped. It would be on Instagram. Then 10 minutes would be stripped. It would be on IGTV. Then another 10 minutes would be stripped. It would be on LinkedIn. Then it would be transcribed. Then it will go on Medium and then LinkedIn writing articles. And then the whole long form of it will go on YouTube and Facebook. Then she or some of my media team want to make 15 pictures out of some hot stuff that I say. And you're going to take one piece of content, it would be repurposed 32 different times. And all 32 of those get funneled like ads. Now, rewind, press play. If you was looking for what to write down, don't create nothing. That's step 1, okay? Also, record everything. That would be step 2. Then repurpose all of that. That's step 3. Then put an ad on every last bit of it. Make sure when you run your ad, which I'll teach you in a second, you put a link. They got replicated websites. Back to your replicated websites.
Can you rewind?
I sure can.
3?
Okay. Solve it 2. All right. So talk about 1. Okay. Document everything. Here's what in fact, I'm going to repeat and then.
Don't create anything.
Yes, I'm sorry. Don't create, document. So I just said it a different way. Don't create, because you're not Steven Spielberg. And what's going to, how many of you tried to, man, young man did a good job, I'm going to try it. You try it, you get frustrated, you get tired in your head before you even move, and you go, you know what, this is not going to work. You know, casual talking about doing this here, it didn't work, it's just not going to work, right? You talking about some marketing consultants that left. They got tied in the head before they moved. It didn't work, right? So don't try to do that. Just document. Here's what I mean by document. You sound like a preacher when you was talking. All right, that's all right there. My grandmother made sure I knew the Lord, so I can point them out when I see them. All right. Now, pastor is gonna talk, and I actually pastor a small town church, so I'm talking to me and you now. Okay. The rest of y'all ain't in the room. They gonna say, Pastor, I need some advice. You gonna give them advice because you follow the Lord. And you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna walk out, that moment gonna pass. You know what I do now? I record everything. I say, hey, no problem. Anything you want to say off recording. Well, yeah, Pastor want to say this. No problem. Anything else? No, I'm good. I record it. I ain't lying. Now, here's what I do. I throw it out on the internet on my church page. I can't be everywhere, but I can say it's real deal mentorship and leadership in this church. Since I can't talk about it, I can show it to you. And I run ads on it. Small church, but my church reaches over 100,000 people a week. We have more donors than we have members, and most of our donations come from the LGBT community, Muslims, and Sikhs. Okay? Because the stuff the Lord gifted me with in private, we now recording it, putting it out there, right? Not in hurt of anyone, you get it, right? We're just talking about you've been blessing people in private.
Absolutely.
Now, it's time to, just talking to him, it's time to put that out there so you can be more than just congregationally funded. That was just for me and you, okay? Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Okay, good. So that's documenting.
Okay.
Now, it would be harder for him to go, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to create a whole show, okay? That's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna create, here, this thing fell off. I'm going to create a show, right? That's hard, because I'm not Steven Spielberg. I don't know, the license to cut that camera on, turn your phone sideways. That's easy. And how many meetings would you say you do a week?
Oh my God.
Put it on him.
I do about 15 meetings a week.
How many business meetings would you say you do a week?
Out of that 15, I would say I do about 5.
Now watch this. How many fires do you have to put out a week that you didn't see coming?
60.
Now, how much better or how much easier would it be for you to join his church if you saw 60 times a week he should have lost his cool and he didn't?
Yeah.
What you do is you shorten the cycle of, let me come fill this church out. If it's on the internet and I can get to know you, I'm already filling you out. So by the time I come in, I've already made up my mind to join. One of y'all better not mess up my decision.
That's right.
You get it?
That's right.
I know I'm going to join unless one of y'all do something wrong. You understand what I'm saying? That's a whole different type of ministry. That's being Paul and using your gifts, right? Plus ministering all at the same time. That's documenting. That's me explaining number one. What did I say number two was? Documenting. Record everything. So I just explained record everything too, right? We're going to record everything. I should have said when you record, repurpose. Is that what I said next?
Yes.
Okay, good. So he's going to take all these meetings. Then he's going to split it up. He's going to have some members smarter than him, rightfully so. Lawyers, doctors, business folk that want to see the business side of him. You're going to have some members that just want to know if he's going to change the world. Pastor, I don't care about it. I know you, doctor. Do you care? He's going to split that content up for the folk who care. And on his Facebook page, it's going to be split up in playlists. Business, whatever. Evangelism. Prison, small groups, etc. Put ads on all of it, funnel them right back to your church website. Just like that. Yes, ma'am.
So repurpose is actually characterized.
Okay, we call it character. That's
Okay.
just fine.
Okay.
Absolutely. Everybody follow me so far? That's practical. Now, while I do speak 300 times a year, as a matter of fact, I got one more engagement after this. I don't like being a motivational speaker. Okay, I like being practical. This is the way I'm set up. I'm set up to be extremely practical, so you can take steps, go back and forth. Now, after you repurpose that, you need to put ads on them. I need to explain this here a bit more, okay? So you got to categorize it.
Okay.
When you run ads, there's a way to do this. I personally have a secret. I never tell nobody. I'm going to give it to you because I like ads. Okay? Give it to you. Trends.google.com. Hey, let's just pause here real quick. Here's what I did not say, and I'm going to say this because I realized when I walked in here, you guys are operating off of the multi-level marketing. Yes? Model. Good. Good. A lot of good in that. What I am about to, you are no longer having a, forget taking notes.
Okay.
We're fit to have a multi-million-dollar conversation. Okay? What I did not say is I just started my own multi-level marketing company. It is one that supports other multi-level marketing companies. I'm not pitching it, doesn't matter. That's not the point. The point is I know how to target people, and we're already one of the fastest growing in the world. We ain't officially launched yet. How would you like to go to 10 in your downline to 4,000 and these people actually want to be there?
Love it.
This is what you do. Trends.google.com. I never repeat keynotes. It's always specific to a situation. Fixing credit, ain't you? Mm-hmm. I've just been paying attention. I've been listening to y'all talk, paying attention. That's all I've been doing, paying attention, right? And when you fix credit, as a matter of fact, forget anything else I had to teach. How about I just do this? I think that's good, and then when you can ask me questions. Fixing credit. Okay, I got that law. Who needs credit fixed? Depends. Okay, most people. Okay, but targeting most people doesn't work. Costs too much, and then you get a bunch of riffraffs that ain't got time. Oh, you were talking about TV earlier, right? You get a bunch of TV watching the folk. You ain't got time for it. You right? You want some downliners actually. You don't want to just find the introducers to get to the producers. You want a bunch of producers too, right? Is this fair? Okay, good. So I'm in the right place.
Yes, sir.
So we want to find producers. Who's got the computer out? Anybody has a computer on?
I got mine up.
Fitting that the founder would have it up. Trends.google.com, please. Now, as I say, I'm going to tell them what the title. Now, check this out. What you can do. I'm about to give you a lot of money, man. I'm telling you. I swear to God I am, right? What you can do. Well, let's finish identifying our audience. Credit. Said everybody. Are we international or national?
National.
Outstanding. Is this mostly Houston area?
Yes.
So what we're going to do is focus only on the Houston area. That's all. Okay?
I'm up.
All right, good. He's up. Now, he's looking at a search bar that, if you don't know what Google is, it's a search algorithm. But what you may not know is it's the oldest algorithm in the world as far as search goes. The way algorithms work is the more you give, the smarter it gets. Google has been collecting the world's information since 1999. It is now impossible to pass Google. You can't, because you would have to time travel and give something else more information. You can't. Google can tell you when there is a virus outbreak. You know how? Because people start searching for the remedy. Mm-hmm. And they, on trends.google.com, will tell you what's trending, where it's trending, how long it's been trending, and who you need to target. So let's play.
Take your lip about that.
So let's play. We want to add 4,000 people a month to UDS. Yes? This is okay, good. So let's do that just in Houston area.
Okay.
Let's identify our audience. I just totally changed the whole key though, man. Okay. Okay. We're going to identify our audience. We know everybody, but we don't want to follow the whole traditional go out there. If they got teeth, talk to them. That's too much time. And the soccer mom who could be your #1 producer ain't got time for that, right? What we can do is let Google do the work for us, right? So here we go. We know we're targeting Houston. Now, it's not enough just to put Houston, Texas in there. That's not enough. This is what we're going to do. Let's take it in Houston and out of Houston, all of America. Let's roll. We know that if you're 65 and over you're probably not the best fit for your product, but you would like to make money off of it. I don't know if y'all talked about that, but you 65 and up, you typically made most of your major purchases. You're not really trying to restore your credit. You may be trying to leverage your credit if you are a real estate investor. So let's play. Put in Google Trends for me, real estate investing. Now, since I want 65 and up in my organization, because if you ever get them, you're going to be blessed. But I know I don't want the ones still living with their mama.
Do I hit enter?
Hit enter.
Okay.
What I want is to know where in the United States is real estate investing trending. It should have pulled you up some states. Now, it's going to have on the right side some numbers. I don't go past 80. If it's trending less than 80, I don't have time for it. I like my money making money. I don't like spending money in places where it ain't trending. What state says 100?
District of Columbia is number 100.
Now, did anybody, before I just said something, know that Washington, D.C. is the #1 trending area in the United States for real estate investing? Wouldn't it make sense for somebody to fly out if you... I already know where... Okay. I already know in April 2020 where my business is going next, okay? And I know I already sent somebody to a different country, and I sent somebody to I'm targeting Asia Pacific, and one of the places I'm going is China. I'm already establishing footings out there right now. I don't plan on launching for 2 years, but I'm already in China, and I'm looking at Google Trends to tell me where I need to go. Okay? Well, here's what I know. China, I have a business university. That's what we do, and we teach people how to become millionaires, right? And China don't really care about that. You know what China wants to do? They want to learn English. I had no idea until Google Trends taught me. So what I did, secretly, I am building a whole English learning department of my company 3 years in advance while targeting China. And I got China apps on my phone right now. I have set to see first on Facebook 3 different China media outlets. I am teaching my 2 boys, 10 and 7, Mandarin right now, plus myself, for 3 years from now to go to China and dominate and establish business because Google Trends told me to do so. I don't know what y'all plan was, but if you want to get some real estate folk, DC is now in your plan. I didn't tell you that. Google Trends told you that. Yeah. And it's trending over the last 12 months, ain't it? Ain't that how it's automatically set?
Yeah.
Now, or maybe you don't even want 65-year-olds. That's all right. But don't people with real estate want to do 1 or 2 things? Fix their credit or leverage their credit? Sure. I got credit cards that I shouldn't even have. And I don't even use them the way y'all supposed to. You don't even want me to teach a class on credit cards because I'm going to give you bad advice. Because I use my credit cards like business cards because I don't pay none of my bills. I don't pay a single one of my bills. If I see a house, well, I don't even do houses anymore. If I see a multi-unit somewhere and I got a card that if they need $400,000 down, I will swipe that fast, ruin my credit for that 30 days, and then say, now y'all go fix this and make sure somebody pay this bill. I'm not lying. I do this all the time. That's terrible advice, but I'm not here to teach you how to be in the middle class. Right. I'm here to teach you how to be in the top 1%, right? That's what he called me for. He knew exactly who I was before I got here. We was cool last year, right? DC is trending for real estate investment. Who else has experienced some success? Who signed up someone under you right now? What has been their occupation? You're the #1 people that just keep showing up in your reality. What's their occupation?
Education. Educators.
I love it. Education on the administrative side, because I'm assuming she's administrative when she said characteristics. Classroom. High school education, if you don't mind Googling that. Or high school teacher. Let's do that.
High school teacher.
High school teacher. Now, he's going to put in the Google Trends, high school teacher. Pastor over here is going to pay very close attention to whatever that's going to say, because the people that he is drawn into his life are educators. So I asked that very specific question. Now, since he's already pushing off that energy, you want to find out where your money going. So you can go over there. Jersey.
It's 100. Illinois is 98.
How many? Count all the states until you get to 80.
Okay, so we got New Jersey is 100, Illinois 98,
Turn that way.
Connecticut 95, Rhode Island 90, New Hampshire 88.
Should he be marketing in California?
No.
Should he, was Texas on there anywhere?
No.
So should he be followed? If you passed him, you shouldn't be in Texas no more.
Go
Right?
there for.
Right? His ads should not run in Texas. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying he can't. Go ahead and do it. But I wouldn't do it because I like getting my customers for free. So would you mind me teaching you how to get customers for free? All right. This is what my current customer acquisition cost is 14 cents. Which means, okay, so I need to give you some rules first. Let me give you the number one rule of economics. The number one rule of economics is, let me go with me and Casual. I have to want what he's selling more than I want my money. It's the number one rule of economics. No matter what he's selling, if he don't convince me it's worth more than the money I'm holding, he can't sell me. Period, point blank, it just is what it is.
Say it again, I have to want.
I have to want your product more than I want my money.
That's it.
That's the number one rule of economics. Okay? Number one rule of economics is I bet you can say whoever that is called. God made them call at the right time. I have to want my money. I mean, your product more than I want my money, okay? I'm getting ready to tell you to get customers for free, but that's a different mindset now, right? Number one rule of business is he who spends the most for a customer wins. So now we're getting real woke.
Say that again.
He who spends the most for a customer wins.
Yeah.
This game was never set up for y'all to win. Never. Never. That's why multi-level marketing works well, because it allows you to apply some group economics, but not just that. It allows you to have a large distribution system. And that is what makes you win. Okay? The distribution system. It's a reason why I just started a network marketing company. He started a network marketing company because me and him both know the next recession is going to be awful. It is going to be a depression. People are going to lose. I will become a billionaire as soon as everybody starts losing their money.
Amen.
No offense, but I'm telling you, at my current net worth, as soon as I can't wait for the recession to happen. Sounds so terrible. I sound like I should be on Fox News. I know it. But I am telling you, the recession is going to make me a billionaire. Because money doesn't get lost, it exchange hands. And my distribution system is huge. And we have I got 3 companies operating as one. And 3 of those companies has a product apiece. I got a bunch of products, but 3 of them on low end. And I'll show you how many customers do I make y'all go get per week.
Per week?
Per month, sorry.
275.
I force my people to go get 275 customers a month per company on the low end. That's $20. You should be able to do some math. That's a lot of residual income. Okay? Now think about that. 275 times 3, that's almost 1,000 customers. I operate a company on the low end that gets 1,000 paying customers a month, and then turns around and gets customers for free almost 13,000 a month. And all we do is take those free customers and funnel them into the 275 a month. Rewind, press play. I go out there and get as many free customers as possible. And then we get on the phone and say, hey, my name is Casual. How you doing? You doing all right? Yes. what I would love to do is introduce you. What is a good time for us to talk? Well, this time. All right. Hey, how you doing now? Let's close. That's what we do. All day, every day. I'm finna teach you how now. You need to have some way that you can have a free product part of your UDS. Now, don't violate the system. I got you. I'm telling you. Don't violate the system, but you can become the free product. Okay? Your knowledge. Here's how you do it. You can go on Facebook, whatever your favorite social media, and start talking about credit restoration. Right there, you have a free product. Okay? You can tell, hey, she doing it right now. High five to you. That's what I'm talking about. She, if no one else does it, she's going to take everybody's money. Okay? Because here's what happens. She's going to put it out there. Free credit. And it could be long. It could be short. Don't matter. Now people are going to say, man, I saw you. I'm glad you saw me. Let's talk. Everybody write this down. Conversations create clients. Conversations create clients. So here it is. She's going to take her, oh my God. Did you know that every time you do an inquiry, did you know that the credit system is against you? Well, you probably don't talk like that. I do though. I do. Okay.
Just like that on the live.
Here is how you find these cures for credit. Did you know that you can get a $200 secure credit card right now? And then that would literally be an inquiry on your account. It'll go down. But the opening of a credit line, if you're in these situations, will increase your credit by 35 points. If you didn't know that, oh my God, let me explain it to you for another minute. Now that I've explained it to you, if you want more information, reach out to me, right? And now, all these people coming in for free, or let's say you spend ads. Here's my suggested price for all of you on ads. If you're going to spend ads, $15 a month. If you do what I say, you only got to spend $15 a month. I'm finna tell you, step by step. Free. Step 2, often. Step 3, more than often. Step 4, replay it over and over. Free, and then often, then more than often, then keep on replaying it. Because just because I was off at 5 and it told you I logged on doesn't mean I was really paying attention. Okay? Okay. Most people actually use Facebook to
Troll.
meet and greet. Oh yeah, troll. Man, you ain't lying about that at all. Yeah, definitely meet and greet, but to distract themselves from their jobs is what I was looking for. Okay? If you want to know when is the best time, how many of you ever, man, when is the best time I should do a video? How many of you ever wanted that? I give you a free and practical way where you can know. Go to your messenger, right? And when it tells you this many people online, go back to it 2 hours from now. Did it go up? Did it go down? And then after 24 hours of just studying that, you'll see when most of your people online, that's when you go live. You feel what I'm saying? Yes, ma'am.
I have a question because I know you're speaking in terms of using your personal Facebook page, but I
Terrible. I wouldn't do it, but yes, I did say that. But that's if any other vibe, I would have said no, but I didn't want to push that issue. But
yeah, but I have a business
Good.
page,
Mhm.
and it is that's my solicitor.
Shout it out so the camera can see you. It's just gonna run it and hit 2.3 million people. Girl,
AKA,
you might increase your down.
Amen from your lips, God. AKA Taxes and Finances is my individual tax preparation business site.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I just created this website December of last year.
Okay.
I made one post that went viral, and it got over 500,000 shares.
That's incredible.
Over 1 million views.
That's super
And
incredible.
so now the business page has a solid 14,000 followers. Now this is a page that's only been running for a couple of months that has picked up like this. And I often contact Dr. Pitts because I'm used to doing lives that give information for the upcoming tax year, how to fix their credit, what they can do to avoid getting their taxes garnished. So the information that you're giving me, the free.
It better stay free. Like I'm gonna hook it up just for you, but you can't take free out of it. If you do, you're gonna lose.
Okay.
Right? In fact, let me explain why. Because the world shifted on y'all. It's not the same world. I got options now.
Yeah.
First off, by 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm tired of people selling me in the first place. That's number one. By 9, 10 in the morning, I got decision fatigue. That's a real psychological term. Because as soon as I woke up, everybody coming at me, telling me make a decision, from my kids to every commercial to everything. By 9, 10 in the morning, I am fatigued. And if some of y'all have jobs, you are tired by 9:30 in the morning and need some coffee. Okay? That's real. So it has to be free, because if you want to make an impact on the internet, you have to be seen as genuine. Get it? Now, the goal of not losing money is to have something to sell behind it. You understand? That's called a funnel. Like when you walk into Walmart and they got the toilet paper, as soon as you walk in, you are being funneled.
Yeah.
Summertime, when they got the flip-flops right there, you're being funneled. How many of y'all know what beef jerky is? We all know it's at the front. But does anybody know what real aisle it's on in Walmart? Because I've never seen it. It's there somewhere, but they funneling us because they know we done walked around, we done got hungry. They got the Starbucks for a certain type of demographic. They got the water for a certain type of demographic. They got the Monster drinks for a certain type of demographic. Chapstick, because I forgot I need chapstick, right? Batteries, because these doggone kids made me buy this toy. Now they're getting on my nerves. Let me get these batteries, right? We know what's up there because you're being funneled. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to take all your free stuff and funnel them to your paid stuff. Get it? And so her next process, business page is going to help you do that. But her next process should be thinking monthly subscription. If you want to win, monthly subscription. Let me tell you how to retire. You can retire doing this in 6 months. Okay? What's the lowest level monthly recurring cost you got?
So we dummied it down now. It's just one membership that we have. It's $40 a month.
It's fantastic. It's a great price. And I hate, if you don't have to answer, what's the commission off of that?
So it's 50% commission up
That's
front,
fantastic.
and then it's 10 to 20% residual on a monthly basis.
Let's deal with the 50% up front. We can deal with the commission. This is called that a bonus from the Lord, okay? But let's deal with the 50% commission. That's $20. At $20, at 5,000 people a month, that's $1 million a month. That's just, right? That's $1 million a month, right? Now let me tell you how to get to that $1 million. So I'm gonna draw imaginarily on the wall. This is your customer here. Don't make it so hard to get in contact with you. There's a line, this line here, it needs to be walk through, see through. Like these young kids on the seawall, right? It needs to be like that, you understand? Customer, and they need to go, Dr. Pitts, oh yeah, hey, come on in, right? Real quick. Now there's plenty of ways to do that. You can automate it, you can digitize it, it can be your tax time thing. I automate everything on the low end because I cost too much money for you to be having my time. You understand? Right? If I didn't know Dr. Pitts, I wouldn't even be here. You understand? What is my current speaker fee?
30. No, you upped it to 65,000.
It went. I hit Forbes twice this year, so it went up because I hit Forbes. That was totally on purpose. 65. It's like somewhere between 50,000 and 65,000 what I charge per keynote. Right? Real talk. And I'm 38, and I'm trying to get every piece of dime that I need. It's mine. I want it. My kids shouldn't have to go to nobody else's job and beg. That's just how I think. I apologize if that's wrong, right? My black kids is what I really want to tell you. All right? That's what I really want to tell you. Right? Customer, low entry. Soon as they get here, they need to get something free and addictive as fast as possible.
Question.
Yes, sir.
What is there? You say as soon as they get here, what is that? What is that?
Here is access to you. Now, it doesn't have to be to you personally.
Gotcha.
Your programs, your Facebook page, that playlist. If you have a business page, all of you can go facebook.com/watch/your URL, and it'll take you just to all your videos. Yes, ma'am.
So you say landing page.
A landing page is the only thing that I would ever use.
Okay.
Because a landing page, maybe 2005 by Microsoft, a landing page has one message, one product. A website confuses people. Now, you can have a website, but they need to go through a landing page first. And once they give me their information, Then they can go to my website, because if I got your information, hey, how's it going? You doing all right? Yeah, I'm glad we talked. You get it? I'm trying to talk to everybody. So when you say they went viral, if you didn't talk to those 14,000 people, you're wrong. Good thing is you can go back and start a conversation on 14,000 people.
I spoke to, and it had to be a team effort. The first time I did it, it caught me by complete surprise, because I had went to our UDS forum, pulled the ad that we use, posted it on my business page, put one line for more information, comment, info. How long did it take, Dr. Pitts? Like 15, 20 minutes? We had 500 responses in minutes.
That's fantastic.
And they were all info. And I was almost
about $50,000.
Yeah, I was crying like I don't know how to respond because I wasn't expecting the fire to hit like it hit.
Good.
And it hit immediately.
Good.
And like you said, it is because a lot of people that follow my business page, well, I'm not gonna say feel, because I am a genuine person,
Good.
but it came across on my videos and on my posts, she's genuine. She's not a scammer. So let me try her.
Good.
So I was able to break company records off of one post, one promotion.
So I'm gonna fix your problem, and I'm gonna answer his question when he was asking, so what does that get to me? I need you to go to Fiverr.com, Fiverr. Now, before I tell you what to do on Fiverr, 2 R's at the end, before I tell you what to do on Fiverr.com, this is what I really need you to do. I need you to get you a room, even if it's in your living room. Get your room with folk like this. Get you some red wine. I'm trying to talk. You understand? Or some Shipley's donuts, whatever it is that your audience like. I got a balanced audience. My church folk is balanced too. You know, they love Luther and the Lord at the same time. I got a balanced crowd. You know? I got a balanced crowd. You understand? So, you know. But I want you to sit in the room and say, all right, y'all, I need y'all to help me out. I need to build 100 conversations. I need to have conversations for your clients, right? I need to have 100 conversations. I need to anticipate every single thing somebody would ask for me. If I never say nothing else, I'm saying something right now, right? And you go, okay, well, what's the first thing you want to know? Well, who are you? Okay. And then you travel that rabbit hole until you can't go no more. All right, who am I? I'm this. And you have somebody write that down. And I'm this. Have somebody write down. And then have somebody, okay, so what would you say to this? And they'll say, well, I would say this. Okay, no problem. Okay, I would say this. No problem. Get that. Then ask them, what do you want next? Well, how do I book an appointment? Okay, then. You travel that rabbit hole with all those conversations. Then you say, well, how much you cost? Okay. And I answer all that question. Well, what kind of products? Like what I just asked him. What's on the low end? What's on the high end? I have all them conversations and get to 100-something conversations. That you question, answer, question, answer, question, answer, write it all down. Everybody got me? Don't worry about categorizing it. What I want you to do is put it in a logical order. And then I want you to go to Oprah or somebody, okay? On Facebook. Guess what they have? A chat bot. And what I want you to do is go on that fan page, Tyler Perry, and start having a conversation with that chat bot. And that chat bot gonna say, hey, I totally enjoy you being here. Thank you very much. I just want to ask a few questions about you. Okay? And they're going to say, oh, great. And they're going to say, what is your department that you work in? And you're going to fill out one of them. You're going to follow this whole thing. And every time you run out of answers, you're going to pick another one. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your mouse, you're going to right click, you're going to copy and paste that whole conversation, put it on top of the conversation I just had you made up. Now you got about a 100 to 200 chat bot conversation. Then you're going to find somebody in Bangladesh or India that's going to build that whole chat bot for you for $200 or less. Now, when they go to your inbox, those 14,000 people going to strike conversations with you with your chat bot. You gonna get the results, you gonna cash in, and they all gonna be part of UDS. I'll clap myself. That was good. Okay? That is money. You get what I'm saying? That's just using the resources at your hand. That is marketing, that is Facebook marketing. Yes, sir, Dr. Pitts.
5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, 5 minutes.
Can I make a motion that you go another 10 minutes?
Like 15.
I second that motion.
I'll make a motion.
I second.
No, we just said we're enjoying it.
No, I definitely appreciate you. What I can, be thinking of something free. that I can give it something. We'll work it out so y'all can get some extra value. I guess 2 more questions in. Fiverr, that'll work. I need somebody with a major problem. Yes, ma'am. Well, it's
Back to the landing page and that free product.
Yep.
So that free product is supposed to come on that landing page.
Absolutely.
And then after that, the real products, the costly
That's right.
products come after that.
That's right. In the industry, we call it a one-time offer.
So it's going through a phone.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. It's
All
called
right.
an OTO, one-time offer. It means,
Okay,
oh my
OTO.
God, you got this for free. Thank you very much. By the way, for the one-time only, would you like to get this for $27? Well, that's fine. Boom! Since we got your card on file now, what about this one for $47?
Yes.
You get it? That's what you do to everybody.
I
Yes, ma'am.
went through a program for funnels through a company called Mold. Have you ever heard of them?
Yes, I sure have.
Okay.
And they're good. And
So I
you got
still
it.
got the program, so I'm gonna go back through it again.
That's what I'm talking about. That's your funnel lady right there. Yes.
Yeah, I got a major problem. My problem is I do Facebook infomercials all the time, right?
That is a major
However,
problem.
I have not been able to master
Yep.
captioning, turning that prospect into funneling them and capturing the information to create that conversation to make it a customer.
I got you. I'm gonna answer yours last because everyone is falling under the trap that you are. Yes, sir.
So is the chat box something like a drip? Or is that 2 different?
All right, you can call it a drip. Yeah,
It's a drip.
That's fine.
So-
Yep. Except for this would be more of an organized conversation. Get as much information on your client as possible,
Okay.
and then you establish a relationship with your chat bot. But most importantly, she's only ever going to talk to those people with the information they gave. She's not going to tell them about credit restoration if they don't need it. She's going to tell them about leveraging their credit. Right now, I got my financial advisor getting me $500,000 because I want to buy this stuff. This, right? Real estate, everything I do is just put it back into real estate, right? He's doing that. Let me answer his question and then I'm done. I think I got like 1 minute left. No more infomercials. If you keep them, then you need to add more elements of other places. How many of you can't wait to go home after this seminar and watch a commercial? Exactly, right? So what we're doing is we know what we know and we're putting it on the internet. You would get, first off, money follows attention 100% of the time. You would get far better results if you would unpastor yourself at some areas and then be more of a pastor in other areas instead of infomercial. So, like for TikTok, I let my boys make fun of how I'm older than them and I ain't got no more rhythm. I gained a stomach, lost my rhythm. I'm not sure how that happened, but it is what happened, right? And so they make fun of me, but I make a lot of money doing that, right? It's just showing that lighter side. On the flip side, you can just be super Baptist, right? Super something, right? And you'll get that audience. But it's neither one of them is infomercial. Because that is what is going to hold everyone's attention, not picking up the phone and watching the commercial, but picking up the phone and being not necessarily entertained, but you holding their attention with something they can't see nowhere else but through you.
So then the message needs to be, or the content needs to be more structured to appeal to a need or solve a
Facts. 100% facts. I should have started the whole conversation off with that. 100% facts. You either solve a problem or you distract people from the problem that they have. You either be a Band-Aid or you be Netflix. That is it. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plan better. You can dominate.